This video is not sponsored by Bambu Lab. This is my wallet. It's been described as a brick, a burger, and once as a fire hazard. It's got a couple of cards I use, but some I don't. So I'm going to fix it. I'm going to design a wallet so thin it shouldn't work, and then I'm going to make it work anyway. Here's the actual maths of a wallet. A single card is about 0.76 millimeters thick. 5 cards is under 4 millimeters. So somebody explained to me why every wallet on Earth is thicker than a sandwich. It's because wallets are built to hold everything you might ever own instead of the 5 things you actually use. The moment you accept that you only need your tap cards and one folded note for emergencies, the whole problem collapses down to this. Hold 5 cards, stay around 7 millimeters, and don't drop them. And make it a reason to not use your phone to pay. That last one is going to be the hard part. So let's get into the design process. After I measured the cards, I drew a box and I added a nice satisfying ejection button and hit print. Done. Okay, it wasn't done. The first print didn't print well, and then I just reprinted it and it printed great. Version 2 printed beautifully, and then ejected my cards across the floor of a shopping centre. The problem is that a rigid printed shell has no grip. Real wallets hold cards with leather friction or moulded plastic springs, but I have PLA. So this entire design lives or dies on one tiny part, a flexible, thin leaf inside the case that pushes the card stack against the wall. No metal spring and no screws. The plastic is the spring. You see, plastic has a memory. Bend a printed part and hold it there, and it slowly decides that bent is its new favourite shape. It's called creep. So my spring worked perfectly on day 1, and by day 4 it had given up on life and the cards were loose again. The material, switching to PET G, which is bendier and holds a flex way better than PLA, which is stiff and brittle and breaks under pressure. But then it hit me. I could just get rid of the leaf. Now that that's printing, let me tell you what I'm printing it on, because it's doing something quietly brilliant right now. This is the Bambu Lab P1S, and before every single print it runs through this little ritual. It wipes its own nozzle, flicks off leftover plastic, and taps the bed in a grid to map exactly how uneven the plate is, then compensates for it automatically. Which matters here more than usual, because this wallet has walls a little bit under a millimeter thick. On this thing I've printed 7 versions of this wallet, and every first layer has been identical. Boring, but in the best possible way. It's also fast, and normally fast is where the thin parts fall apart because the printer shakes and the walls come out looking like corrugated iron. The P1S cancels out its own vibrations before they show up in the plastic, so I get to iterate at stupid speed without the walls going wobbly. 7 versions. Some of those were printed back to back in a single evening. That iteration speed is honestly the whole reason this project even got finished. But now, I think the 3D print is almost finished, and I better be there to grab it. I gave one to a friend to carry for a couple of days. His initial reaction was that it felt like carrying nothing, and his second reaction was asking whether it would snap if he put some repeated pressure on it. So he damage tested it, repeatedly, on all types of surfaces. It's PETG, so it can take a flex. The cards were fine, and so was the shell, but he asked if it would scratch his cards. And, to be honest, repeated use over time may scratch larger cards. Anyway, the files are linked below if anyone is interested, but use it at your own risk. So next time you sit down to start a print or model a fix, choose to look around you and keep fixing. Thanks for watching.
'Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about, so we can dine and spend up all our nose. Let's forget that we broke. I wanna celebrate and have some fun tonight. I wanna show you all the lavish things in life, so raise your toast for all the good times that we'll have. It'll be like the movies, be like the movies. bunch of people dreaming.